2:17 a.m. He was still awake, scrolling. Same people, same faces, winning. New car, new job, new life. And him, still stuck. He whispered to himself, "I'll prove them wrong." But here's the problem. He wasn't building his life, he was reacting to theirs. That sentence sounds powerful, "I'll prove them wrong," but it's a trap, because now your energy isn't yours. It belongs to people who doubted you, people who ignored you, people who moved on without you. You're not chasing growth, you're chasing validation. There was a guy in college, everyone knew him, topper, smart, disciplined. But everything he did was to prove something, to teachers, to parents, to relatives. He graduated, got the job, got the respect. But one day, he said something strange. "I did everything right, but I don't even know what I wanted." That's what proving does. It builds a life that doesn't belong to you. Let's get cold. The people you're trying to impress, they're not thinking about you. They're busy with their own life. You're carrying pressure for an audience that isn't even watching. There's always that guy in the gym, lifts heavy, looks strong, but every set he looks around. Who's watching? Who's impressed? And then there's another guy, quiet, no noise, no attention, just consistent. Months later, the quiet one transforms, the loud one burns out. Why? One was proving, the other was building. You don't need to prove anything, you need to detach. Detach from their opinion, their approval, their expectations. Because the moment you stop proving, you start becoming. Let me tell you about Anthony again. Same guy, same doubt, same people telling him, "Be realistic." One day, he got tired, not of failure, of proving. He said, "I don't care if they ever believe me." That day, he got dangerous, not louder, calmer, focused, unbothered. When you try to prove something, you're reacting. When you stop proving, you're creating. Reaction is emotional, creation is controlled. And controlled people win long term. Years later, Anthony gets a call. Same people, same voices. Now asking, "How did you do it?" He pauses, smiles, and says, "I stopped trying to prove anything." That's the answer nobody expects. You don't need revenge success. You don't need to show anyone anything, because even if they clap, it won't fix your life. Only your actions will. Next time you feel it, that urge to prove, pause. Ask, would I still do this if no one ever saw it? If the answer is yes, that's real. That's yours. Prove what? To who? You don't need their validation. You need your own direction. Because the strongest move you'll ever make is building a life that doesn't need to be explained. If this hit you, like this video, comment, "I don't prove, I build," and subscribe. Follow for daily motivation that cuts the noise and builds real power.